Quite all right. And we are live. Well, hello again, everyone. We are on the Clydesdale Fitness and Friends Get to Know the Athletes. And today we have Coach Nick. Nick Mathew is here with us. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Glad to be on. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. So, we wanted to just start with a little bit of your background on, how you got started in the space and kind of go from there.
Okay. Just like back to when I started doing CrossFit originally.
Absolutely.
I would say, so I did my first open in 2016. Came from a background of kind of like powerlifting, bodybuilding. I was a wrestler back in high school. Just working out to work out. And then I got into my first powerlifting meet, and that's where I kind of got like a little bit of like my competitive edge again. I was like, oh, you can compete in things outside of just like high school sports. So I ended up doing that. And then like, it was probably like 6 months after that, it was springtime out, and I was like, oh, you know what? I want to go for a run. And at that point I was like 220 pounds. I hadn't done cardio and I don't even know how long. And I just went out to try to do like a nice little mile run, and I could not make it the whole mile. And I was like, okay, something's got to change. And then literally I was working out with just somebody else at the gym that was a powerlifter as well. And she told me that her daughter did CrossFit. So then I asked about like what CrossFit was, and I kind of like researched it, saw the Rich Fronings of the world and like the Tia Toomey or like the Matt Frasers and stuff like that. And just kind of got kicked off in that, went to give it a try, fell in love right away. And I did my first open. I did CrossFit in December and then of 2015, and then the open in 2016 in January.
Okay.
Or February, and just kind of kicked it off with that.
Do you remember what that first workout was you did?
It was 16-1. It was the overhead lunges, bar facing burpees, and chest to bar pull-ups.
I mean, your first CrossFit workout ever.
Oh, my first CrossFit? Oh, man. I think the gym that we were at was following Misfit Athletics at the time. So it must have been something with that. I think it had like kettlebell swings in it, and I was bringing them up to like Russian kettlebell swings, and they started making fun of me, saying that it was supposed to be American, like all the way up overhead. I was like, I don't know. I'm just doing it. My chest to bar pull-ups were like strict chest to bars. I didn't know how to kip. I didn't know how to do any of that stuff yet.
Absolutely. So then you said you were like 220 at that point. And is that how you kind of got into the nutrition part of you're still doing it? I think it's called the Healthy Way. Is that what it's?
Oh, dang. You done some research for sure. You went back.
Absolutely.
A little bit. No, so I guess this was way before the Healthy Way. The Healthy Way was kind of my own smoothie shop and nutrition club and personal training studio that I did. Back at this time, I was just a personal trainer. I always feel like I ate decently. It was just kind of just eat to get big. It was like 2 bowls at Chipotle kind of meals, like just kind of like started dialing that in. And then just by adding in a bunch of like the cardio based workouts and getting more just endurance, like not focusing so much on strength. Cause I saw the CrossFit Games and I like immediately was like, okay, I want to try to get to that. And I just by chance just started, I got a little bit smaller. I started getting like more of an endurance background, and it just kind of happened that way. And I felt better not being so bloated all the time at 220.
So where are you sitting at now?
Right now, about 198, 200.
Okay.
Yep, 200 pounds.
Feels good there?
I've been about 200 since Granite Games last year. And like before that, I was always competing at 190, 195. So I think I've kind of found my sweet spot now in terms of where I sit for weight.
Okay. So does that make you more of a power guy? You're an engine guy now?
I mean, I came into CrossFit stronger. Like, I feel like I almost had a 600-pound back squat. My deadlift was up there as well. So I would say, like, I still have kept some strength, but definitely a lot more aerobic. So.
Okay. So with that, obviously, I know you've seen some of the workouts that you're coming up. Do you have any favorites so far that you've seen?
I like honestly, I like all the workouts that Granite Games has put out so far. I love the complex. That's going to be great. Let's see. I've been testing all of them this week. The wall ball workout's probably my favorite one out of the whole thing. Wall balls, ring muscle ups, overhead squats. Has like a big mosh posh of different movements. So
yeah,
that's probably my favorite one for sure.
Okay. So, and you've been to the Granite Games a couple times now, right? Were you 17?
Like, was it 2017, 2018, 2019? I mean, I competed every year that Granite Games has had at the Granite Games.
Okay.
I did 2 years in a row of team of 3. And then after that, I decided I didn't like team. and then I was like, okay, I'm going indie. And then I just have stayed indie the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what do you like about the difference between the indie and the team?
So my favorite sport back in the day was wrestling. And I think it comes from like a little bit of like, it's on you. Like, it's all on you. Like, you either win because of you or you lose because of you. And it's a lot easier to manage and think about. And, I guess not relying on other people to do their part necessarily, but like just kind of taking it all into my own hands.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm much more of an individual sports guy. I played football too and just really disliked that. Wasn't any good anyway, but
it's more
individual route's my route.
Good. So so you own your own affiliate now, correct?
I'm going to be an owner here by the end of the year. Head coach, general manager as of right now. Yeah, just working through that.
So then you do your own programming, or you still follow Proven, or?
So I specifically follow Proven. Been doing that since the 2020 games. Absolutely love the programming. I would always get really bored if I was like following programs, and I'd always find like little like, and this may be part of like lack of knowledge and stuff too with like programming, but there would be like too much repetition of like the same thing or the same movements or the same time domains or like that. And it would just, for me as an athlete, it got me pretty bored to do like programming. Like I'd be like, oh, here's another 10-minute Metcon or like for the 5th day in a row. And I'm like, okay, I want something a little bit longer. I feel like I haven't done that. Or if like, I feel like I'm missing a certain few movements or something like that. But with the Proven programming, I've followed that to a T for the last couple years, and I've loved it.
Have you got to go to their little training camp they just did?
Yep, I think I've been down to Tennessee 4 times now. I went down once last year, went down 3 times this year. So I just got back from Tennessee last week.
Okay.
Yeah, last week I just took another trip down there to work out with them and get my butt kicked one more time before game day. For sure.
Yeah, I've kind of been dabbling in their master's program. So, because I'm an old guy now, so I can't put that volume like you guys are doing these days.
lots of volume. But
yeah. So our other co-host Kat here said you tell CrossFit if you made it to semis, you had to go to Granite Games.
Oh, 100%. I live like 30 minutes away from Granite Games. So literally I was like, I don't want to go anywhere else.
Perfect. And she loves the beard.
Loves the beard?
She loves the beard.
The girlfriend's not going to like that too much.
The other question she had was going to be, is there going to be an appearance of the crop top at 100%. The Granite Games?
100%. Yeah. That's my thing from now on. Yep. Yeah. I mean, I wore crop top at every competition I've been at since regionals in 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to trademark that as my thing.
That and the thigh guy summer, huh?
Thigh guy summer. Yeah. Got to rip those chubbies.
Fantastic. So once you get there, we're going to podium when we get there. So when we're done, what are we eating?
Afterwards, like, what do you mean? Like, in terms of, like, workouts or?
What are you going to eat?
Oh, what am I going to eat afterwards?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be in games training then, so probably just back to the normal routine. I mean, when it comes to nutrition,
cheat meals,
I know what I should eat, but, like,
yeah.
And if I'm going to have a cheat meal, I'm going to have a cheat meal. Like, it's just,
it's
not going to ruin anything. I'm not going to go overboard and, like, go 3 days without, like, eating any good food, but if I want to go have like big juicy rack of ribs or something like that, or a burger and fries. I don't drink, so that's never really an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so no
I kind of
milkshake, pizza.
Yeah, I mean, I'll eat it when I want to eat it, but I'll choose like I won't order like Domino's pizza or anything. We go to like brick oven pizza and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I'd say that's a little bit cleaner of an option.
Gotcha. So you've so obviously we've seen the Syndicate, Lowlands, all those. Have you been watching those, kind of following kind of what people have done?
Yep, looking at basically Syndicate is what I was really focused on. The only ones you can really compare for workouts are like the lifts and the legless rope climb workout.
Right.
Feeling pretty good about the numbers that I'm seeing on that and compared to what I can do though. So yeah, pretty happy with that. It'll be fun watching the MAC this weekend and seeing some, a whole nother load of really good athletes going in there and throwing up some heavy weights and
Yeah. So how does that work in terms of mindset for you when like you'll see where you're typically at and then kind of see where those numbers are? Does that push you harder? Does that you understand your pace then, or?
I guess just thinking about it, like it gives me like a goal to shoot for or something that I should be around. And then, I've tested the workouts. I feel like my numbers can stack up pretty well with everybody. Like I said, I kind of came in as like a little bit stronger of an athlete, so I kept that base throughout. So, and rope climbs, I love rope climbs. So I don't know, for those two standardized movements, I think those are some good workouts for me personally anyway.
Cool. Kat should have just come on the program because she's had all the questions. How are you feeling about the Ensure the Sled workout?
So the long chipper that they just released yesterday. Well, we've been fortunate that we've been actually training with the flip sled and pushing it versus flipping it a lot. So I'll definitely say that I'm pretty confident in that. Depending on if we're running just like a stadium run or if we're running on the field or assault runners or things like that. Like, I live in Minnesota. I've been running on my assault runner all winter long, like 8 months worth of intervals on that. So that's just, I'm fine with any kind of run. Sled will be fine. Burpees are burpees. I'm excited.
You don't want to run out in the snow like Rocky in Rocky
maybe,
4?
maybe. Depends. As long as it's above 20, then we can run outside.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, that's a different mindset. There's no way I'm getting out there. If it's less than 60, I'm like,
Yeah. There are some couple cold runs this year, but
yeah. Well, cool. Appreciate you coming on. Definitely good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Obviously, we'll check back in with you afterwards and see how it goes.
Sounds good. We'll get after it.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
You got it. You too.